Next topic. McKinnon. The Niners need him. They're turning to him. He's the starter now. Mostert's gone. Coleman's gone. The backups are Jeff Wilson Jr. and JaMycal Hasty. I mean, ideally, you'd say, well, we'll just hand the ball off to Jerick McKinnon 30 times and win this game. He has, you know his history. He missed 2 seasons. He was a quarterback in college and a backup running back at Minnesota. He's never been a workhorse running back in his life. And now he's coming off this injury, and he's playing on the MetLife field. So they need to use him as much as possible, but what is the upper limit? What would be irresponsible? What would be an irresponsible workload? What would be a responsible workload for Jerick McKinnon?
Irresponsible would be 20 touches.
Okay.
And I don't see him getting that much. Maybe if they decided to dump off the pass game to him quite a bit, he can reach it, but I don't really see it. I think Shanahan's going to want to be patient with McKinnon, not just try to give him 20 touches week 3. I could see a Jeff Wilson be used in a Tevin Coleman role and then have McKinnon used as like a Mostert role. So maybe 12 carries, 5 receptions. So I would say 17 is very realistic. And that 20 mark is when you're playing in the danger zone for McKinnon.
Even 17 is ambitious for him.
It's high.
But I like that. That's a good answer.
I'm going to go less. I think that Jerick McKinnon's going to get almost the same amount of touches, maybe a couple more than he has the past few weeks. I think that someone commented on my Players to Watch story article earlier today saying this is a juice game, and I could see Kyle Juszczyk getting involved a lot more on passing downs. And I think Jeff Wilson's going to get 17 carries. JaMycal Hasty's going to get a little more involved. I just think with the turf, with how they're holding guys out, you were saying they should hold out Jerick McKinnon earlier. I think they just want to be a little more safe. But they're going to use his snaps in the right times. Third downs, third and longs. He's had 2 really big third downs so far this season, and I think they're going to use him a lot there.
Yeah.
I like Leo's answer of 20 touches being in the danger zone. I can't see Jerick McKinnon getting more than 20 touches. I agree with Maverick in the sense that Jeff Wilson Jr., you're going to see a good steady dose of him early on the early downs, first, second down, getting the Niners in second, third, and manageable. And then that's where McKinnon comes in. So I expected a slight increase in his touches, maybe around 10, 11, 12, somewhere in that ballpark. His snaps to increase as well, but it would be irresponsible to overuse McKinnon in week 3, given what you've seen from him the last 2 weeks. I'm sure he could handle it. Maybe we're overthinking it given his injury history, but how could you not? I mean, the guy's signed to play football and to step up in these sort of moments. But at the end, because of the injury history, you have to kind of take that step back and pump the brakes on him a little bit.
Yeah, I think 15 touches is about right. If he does well with 15, you could bump it up to 17. But 17 to me is the upper limit. 15 would be the goal, and the breakdown would be maybe 5 catches, 10 carries. I think that's a good distribution. And then what you're looking from there, what you're looking at after that, the goal should be to run as much as possible, 30 times if you can. But how do you get 30 carries? I mean, where do they come from? You get 10 from McKinnon, maybe 15 from Jeff Wilson Jr. and the rest from Hasty, 5 from Hasty. I think that would be about right. So I actually think Wilson's going to out-carry McKinnon. Maybe they'll have the same amount of touches.
Wilson will start, just like Tevin Coleman did. Wilson will start.
Wilson, Dwelly, and Mullins all starting in the same game. Like, be still my heart. I cannot wait.
Just bonus topic. How about we spoke about this during the offseason with the whole Mostert issue with his contract. Everybody, can he carry that workload? I know Grant and I were on the same page well, what about Tevin Coleman? Why don't just cut this guy? You want to talk about him not being able to carry a workload and possibly getting hurt about that. Tevin Coleman was hurt last year, missed some games last year, and now we're into week 3 and he's already going to miss maybe 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And we both said Jeff Wilson may even be an upgrade over Tevin Coleman.
You were talking about be still your heart. How many undrafted free agents are going to start for the Niners this week? Because they'll have
let's count them.
Ben Garland, Kendrick Bourne, Jeff Wilson, if he gets a start. Nick Mullins was an undrafted guy, right?
Brunskill.
And then if Ross Dwelly
Dwelly. Is that 7?
Yeah. That's all.
Aziz Al-Shaair.
Yeah, Mosley.
Givens should be starting, but isn't getting the respect he deserves. So Mosley, that's 9. We could throw in a couple
Harry
more.
Hyder drafted?
I don't know.
Undrafted.
Do you know that he's Kerry Hyder Jr.? Everyone on the team is like a junior. It's like, who's your dad? Do people get you guys mixed up or something?